What's next? Is it wrong to enjoy the pandemic? Don't take this too bad. Don't take this too extremely. Everything I'm saying is a thought exercise. It's just me thinking about something and bringing it to a conclusion over the course of 5 to 10 minutes. Again, these are just my ideas as I shoot them off the top of my head. But one of them is this pandemic has brought a lot of positive results for some people. And it's terrible. The disease, viruses killing people, people getting sick, people maybe with lifelong medical conditions from impacting on their lungs. So I just want to put that in the file. Yes, the virus is horrible. There's no debating that. I'm saying that flat out, yes. But the result of the current environment of the quarantine, social distancing, reduced traffic, people working from home rather than working in the office, it's all had some really positive results. I mean, me as an introvert, really I enjoy social distancing. I love the stores with their lines and 6 feet apart and people trying to avoid each other. And even as I hike, I run into people. And I know the names of dogs because they call the name of the dog so the dog doesn't run up to me, but a lot of times the dogs know me as a friendly guy, and I know all the names of their dogs, but I don't know the people's names. And me, I love animals. I actually brought home a garter snake yesterday because it gets down in the 30s, and I happened to find him on the path, and I was so concerned for him. Rather than just putting him under a rock, I figured that I just bring him home, put him in a small cage, keep him overnight. Temperature gets up to 50, I'll let him back out where I found him, because I generally love animals more than people, unfortunately. It's just how it is. It's just a flat truth about it. So people who are afraid of snakes, I don't have much respect for them. I understand phobias. I mean, I'm afraid of certain breeds of dogs, but I don't want them all eradicated. Not pit bulls. I'm afraid of Afghan hounds. I was attacked by an Afghan hound as a child. They're a ridiculous breed of dog. I mean, they had a purpose in the beginning, but now they're just beautiful show breeds. And one of them happened to have a mental disease and attacked me and ripped my face to pieces. I had a good doctor who stitched me up real good, and I was so young that it healed with very little scar. You can't even see the scars anymore. But to this day, I see an Afghan hound and I freeze up. I see a pit bull run up to me, I put my hand out, no problem. I see an Afghan hound anywhere, I instantly freeze up. And so I understand phobias, and I don't judge people for having phobias, but I'm not going to judge someone for having an Afghan hound. I'm not going to judge all Afghan hounds. I'm still afraid of them, but I avoid them. Fine. People who are afraid of snakes, that's fine. Just avoid them, it's fine. You don't have to kill all snakes, because snakes do serve a purpose. The snakes they kill are the ones that unfortunately have the biggest purpose. Because if you find a snake in your garden, it's eating the bugs. And some of those snakes eat other snakes. But I digress. What's happening in the world as people are social distancing, pollution's getting down, nature's coming back. It's all having positive results. I mean, unfortunately, viruses do produce stronger individuals afterwards. So us, keeping our hands clean and antimicrobial and sterilizing ourselves actually puts us at a much more poorer situation in the end. I mean, me, I've always been a country kid. I've always got myself dirty. I've always got myself hands dirty and kept active. And even though I'm very sensitive to viruses like cold and flu, I'm a pretty healthy person now. I've lived in my 50s at least, so that's good. But Is it wrong to enjoy the pandemic? I don't think so. Being happy at the situation is not wrong. Being happy with hurting others, that's the wrong part. But I'm not happy about the wrong parts. I'm happy about the positives. And I'm finding positive results in this. And I mean, it's come out that things are not as bad as they predicted, but maybe that's because the situation works. I mean, some states are opening up now. They consider it too early, but no one's going to know that until after the fact. That's the problem with trying things out. If you don't know the results till afterwards, then there's no tragedy as long as you learn your lesson from the situation. But that's just my thoughts, and as long as you're happy and enjoying the situation and trying to make a positive out of it, I don't see anything wrong with it. Just try to hold the fear back, try to take control of things, social distancing and wearing masks and keeping your hand clean. You don't need the Purell and the those things are just too much. Simply washing your hands with a little bit of soap and water is far better than the Purell, because the Purell actually kills positive bacteria and stuff on your hands. Those positive bacteria help defend you. So using Purell actually is a negative result. Wearing a mask all the time is a negative result. Wearing it in a building is fine. But wearing it while driving and out in the world, you're just wasting. You're breathing your own air back and forth. It's better to breathe in good quality air. But that's just my beliefs, and others have others' beliefs, and that's all fine. As long as there's a positive flow of information back and forth, we can all learn. And I guess learning is the best part of life. Just learn as much as you can. Grow your mind, grow your body. Be the best person you possibly can, and there's nothing wrong. But that's just my thoughts. What's next?